Guys, this is Mr. Joshua J, and this is a video about Formula One news. As the new F1 season draws ever closer, Lights Out in Melbourne will be in about a month's time. I cannot believe it has came round this quickly, that we will soon be off again for the new Formula One season, and Lewis Hamilton will begin the defence of his title in Melbourne. First of all, let's talk about what's happening in pre-season. The team, to me, what have impressed me the most is, believe it or not, after their first winless season since 1993 last year, Ferrari really impressed me in this pre-season. They were fastest in 3 and 4 practice sessions in Jerez last week, which that was absolutely fantastic. That's an amazing achievement by Ferrari. You know, they've made a lot of changes, Ferrari. They sacked a lot of people. So I hope now Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen will have a good season. I questioned when Lewis Hamilton left McLaren for Mercedes. I was very questionable about that, but look what happened. It turned out to be the right decision. So Sebastian Vettel may have done the right thing, leaving him Red Bull for Ferrari. He could prove us all wrong, Vettel. Can I see Ferrari winning in Melbourne? No, I don't think they will, but they'll certainly win a few races this year. Me being a Ferrari fan for quite a few years, I would love to see them return to the top and challenge Mercedes. I think Mercedes will win the opening race of the season, because look in pre-season, their car has done about 300 or 400 laps in the total Jerez testing, which that's unbelievable. For a brand new car, and that is unheard of. You know, for it to be so reliable. Do I think Mercedes are going to dominate this season again? Yes, I do. But luckily now there's been a loophole in the engine development where you can develop your engine during the season, which I think is absolutely fantastic. First of all, Honda were the only team who weren't allowed to develop their engine during the season, which was absolutely ridiculous. So they sent a complaint to the FIA, and the FIA changed their minds, and now Honda are allowed to develop their engine during the season, which is great. Red Bull, I think the Renault engines, they've still got a bit of work to do. They're slightly slower than the Mercedes and Ferrari engines. Sauber, they look good with the Ferrari engine. Williams, yeah, they're looking good again for this season. And Force India, wow, what can I say about them? They have not ran their 2015 car yet. They hope to have it ready in time for Melbourne. Which that is just shocking, man. For a team like Force India being in F1 for quite a few years, it is unheard of. But you see, with the smaller teams struggling these days with budgeting and that, you know, with these new P6 power units, it's causing big problems. You know, I don't think they should have introduced these P6 power units in the first place, because since then it's caused the small teams nothing but problems. Because Caterham, they're gone. Marussia, I was thinking, yep, they're gone as well, but they look to be saved, which is absolutely fantastic. Now there's a strategy group meeting last week. Marussia wanted to start this season with the 2014 car, but some teams said no. Force India said no. So they cannot start the season with 2014 car. Marussia now hope to be back on the grid for China with the 2015 car, which is good news, because it'd be such a shame, you know, to see only small teams drop out. I've been reading some ideas what Bernie Eccleston's come up with. He says if more teams drop out, then he wants to start a second division, Formula One, where he would run 2013 Red Bulls with the screaming V8 engines, which, to be honest, if it boosts the grid, it'd be absolutely fantastic. And also, us noise lovers will get a bit more noise. But with these 2015 cars this year, they sound a bit more louder than the 2014 cars did, which I'm very well pleased about because, you know, I was a huge critic of the lack of noise last season. Well, to be honest, it has improved a bit the sounds, but wouldn't say it's improved a lot. So basically, it still sounds like a lawnmower bit with these V6 engines, but with major changes happening for 2016 and 2017, it could be absolutely fantastic use like Formula One. In 2016, they're going to introduce wider tyres, and the plans for 2017 is for Formula One to return to 1,000 horsepower engines. Yes, you heard me correctly, 1,000 horsepower engines. Which that would just be amazing because, you know, the cars will be much faster and they'll be harder to drive, and also it gives the new drivers an opportunity to show their true talents. I think one thing they should do is get rid of DRS because overtaking has just become too easy these days in F1, in my opinion. I think when they return to 1,000 horsepower engines, they should just scrap DRS completely. And also, what I quite like to see again is make more things interesting, be refueling during the race. Yes, I know refueling can be quite dangerous, but it spices things up a little bit. So, well, you see, Ferrari, they said they've been a huge critic of this V6 power unit, and also Bernie Eccleston he's a huge critic. Well, I'm still a bit of a huge critic of this V6 power unit, like the lack of noise it makes. You know, to me, these V6 engines, they're just not for Formula One. So Bernie Eccleston says, and Ferrari said, because Ferrari suggested a twin turbo V8 engine for 2017, but Mercedes and McLaren rejected it because they said if such a movement happened, they will quit from the sports. The reason why I don't think they want to change the engine formula is it costs too much money. So I think that's why they want to stick with these V6 power units. So hopefully 1,000 horsepower engines can be achieved. But Bernie Eccleston has warned if teams do not agree to cut the cost, he will force an engine change and probably bring back the loud aspired engine, which either be the 2.4 litre V8 or the growling V10 engine. The V10 was my favourite, so yeah, wider tyres, I'm looking forward to seeing that in 2016 and a return to 1,000 horsepower cars in 2017. I cannot wait for the new season. Do I think Hamilton win the championship again? Yes, I do, but Nico Rosberg gave him a good run for his money. So, in the comments, please put down who do you think are going to win the championship. And also, do you think McLaren Honda will see the checkered flag the first race of the season? Honda has said they're confident they will see the checkered flag in Australia because they've had quite a few problems with testing out a Honda engine, you know, having loads of teething problems. But really, Honda are in the same boat as everybody was last season with these new V6 engines, they need to get used to it, find out what the teething problems are, but they did make progress on the last 2 days of correct testing, did about 30 or 40 laps, so I believe they could, challenge for podiums and that, but can I see them winning races early in the season? No, but who knows, later on in the season I think Jenson Button or Fernando Alonso can. So in the comments, who's down what you're looking forward to, and what do you think of the idea of 1000 horsepower engines? I think it's absolutely brilliant. My subscriber Joseph Willows gives me great advice, he's brilliant on F1, so huge shout out to him, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.